Hi, I'm Jill Galloway. I'm an artist educator at the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery. In today's open studio lesson, we're going to take a look at that special dress worn by Michelle Obama for her official portrait. Now, this just wasn't any dress. This dress was made especially for this portrait by a very special designer named Millie. And in the dress, there's lots of symbolism that adds to the portrait. So in today's open studio lesson, we're going to first talk about the designing of the dress and what the dress means, and then we're going to try our hand at fashion illustration. You don't need to have any special skills for this lesson today. I'll walk you through it step by step. Okay, let's get started. When Amy Sherrold was selected to paint Michelle Obama's official portrait, one of the first things she did was start scouring the internet for every photo she could find of Mrs. Obama. Artists need to get a strong feel for their sitters in order to capture not only their likeness, but also their character. Sherrold knew she wanted something colorful with bold patterns. They started with 11 different dress designs and narrowed it down to 2 that Mrs. Obama would wear for a photo session that lasted about 90 minutes. As soon as Sherrold saw Mrs. Obama in the dress designed by Millie, she knew it was the right one. Millie was originally contacted about creating a dress and was given some very specific ideas about the dress, with inspiration coming from her spring 2017 runway designs. The dress was created with the designer's signature of a no-nonsense simplicity, and the pattern speaking to the quilts of Gee's Bend. The quilters of Gee's Bend were a collective of African-American women working together, making quilts using old work clothes and any scraps they could find. This dress is made out of cotton. It's a ball gown design and very comfortable everyday materials. This dress is a one-of-a-kind, but it's been remade by many inspired by the portrait and the dress design itself. The artist Amy Sherrold is trying to capture Mrs. Obama's spirit and what she's like when she's outside of the public light. The dress within the portrait is meant to represent a modern First Lady with a nod to her roots through the women of Gee's Bend. The dress and its symbolism add to the artist's efforts to represent the individuality and the character of First Lady Obama. The first step in today's art lesson is to create a croquis. A croquis is a basic drawing of a model, like a template, that you can use to draw designs on over and over again. First, you'll draw an oval head near the top of your paper. Stack 9 more heads down. When you draw for fashion design, the average model is 9 to 10 heads tall. In traditional figure drawing, the average person is 7 to 8 heads tall. And then there's some standard measurements that we can use in fashion design. For example, the shoulders fall 1.5 heads down. The waist and elbows are 3 heads down. The knees are about 6.5 heads down. The ankles are 9 heads down, and the feet are 10 heads down. Keep this figure very simple with long lines. Notice how the upper body is a trapezoid shape, and the lower body is like a big apron. Keep it almost like a stick figure. If it helps, you can find an old dress pattern and trace a model off of that. The legs and arms are just long, simple lines. Don't give them too much detail. You'll be covering them with clothes. Now outline your croquis in a Sharpie to make this the template. You can now make as many dress designs as you would like for Mrs. Obama by laying a piece of tracing paper over the template and designing as many dresses as you'd like. Mrs. Obama's dress designed by Millie is part of our exhibition Every Eye is Upon Me, First Ladies of the United States. The inaugural gown worn by Nancy Reagan and a suit worn by Jackie Kennedy are also in the exhibition. If you'd like to check out more about the exhibition, just go to our website at www.npg.si.edu and search under Current Exhibitions. Thanks so much for joining me for today's Open Studio lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something new. We would love to see your work. If you wouldn't mind posting it on social media with the hashtag MyNPG, then we can all check it out. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.